And then we're like, well, we should do one on women too. Positive femininity, because women are human, contrary to Karens. We can be Bethany.
Yes. I think we've actually got a few other moms coming. I'm sending the link, trying to get them in here right now.
Hey, Scarlett. Oh, she's busy. Hey, it's Dr. Mitt.
Who's she?
So I know what a Karen and a Jezebel is. A Karen is kind of an entitled person, right? Maybe narcissist. Jezebel, more like a borderline. But what's a Bethany?
I'm glad you asked that question, sir. And we will be elucidating that when I play this very short, because I found a YouTube short that explains it. Once we have our people assembled. But so I don't personally mind being called a Karen, because I think there's a utility for Karen kind in our society. The women and men, because I've seen men Karens, and that's pejorative when they do it. But if there's an injustice, if there's a coupon that the store should take and it's not expired, I will speak to the manager, because they had a contract with me. I made effort to come to the store. You should honor your advertising, and for the good of humankind. It's a little hyperbolic, but you get the point. So there's a point where Karens do good. If Karen sees smoke coming out of a house, Karens are more likely to call the police and alert the fire department. That's not a bad thing. But some people have said, mind your business, and don't report things that are causing problems or have the potential to cause problems and cause harm. But of course, like I said, the Karen powers can be abused and are. And we'll see viral videos of Karens gone wild, acting badly, and with unfortunate consequences for them and for the people. So that's Karen. Jezebels, those are the women who use their feminine wiles and their sensuality and their sexuality to manipulate people. So they are the women who want to be paid to go out on dates with you, and then you thank them for the pleasure of their company. They can be very manipulative, and they use their charms for their good, their benefit. So they treat men as wallets, just like some men treat women as objects, you know? I don't know what the male version of a Jezebel is, a man whore, but I don't really think those are equatable. I think maybe the opposite of a Jezebel for a man would be maybe a womanizer, because they're not invested in individuals. They're out for what they can get. It's transactional.
Gay men have Jezebels in their circles, in their networks.
Oh, God.
Okay. And then I'm going to say Bethany for the video. So Serendipity is going to give me a cue. I don't see MG. Did we wait too long to host the room?
She was here a minute ago.
No,
Yeah,
I just got a message from her. I think she's on her way. Hang on.
Does anybody have any questions about the two? And these are not the only three archetypes. There's the mother, there's the mother, and then of course there's the Oedipal mother, who will wound their children so that they can maintain control over them, stunting the men, and Snow White's mom, the girls. So, like, we're not exhaustive in our archetype list when we're doing these three, but I thought these three would be a good start, and maybe we do a part 2 or part 3 if interest allows.
Now, is one of them a Munchausen mom?
Oh, that would be the Oedipal mother, I would think, huh,
That's
Dr.
right.
Mitch?
That's why I asked.
We've seen that. We've seen that. We've seen that when little Tommy, their 3-year-old, well, actually, I have a name, James Younger. When James Younger was a toddler, 2.5, 3 years old, his favorite movie was Frozen. So his mom said, oh, well, James wants to be a girl. I'll enroll him in school as a girl, and I will call him Luna. To the horror and refusal of her husband, she then took the twin boys, James, I don't remember the other one, to California because it's a trans sanctuary state. And the husband, the ex-husband now, I think his name is Fred Younger, but I could be mistaken, Frank Younger, had to pay for gender-affirming care and therapy for his son, and was allowed no private visitation with his blood, with his progeny. It's a terrible story.
So would she be a Bethany, a Jezebel, or a Karen? The mom in that situation.
That would actually be in the part 2. That would be a Oedipal mother, I think, a devouring mother, because some women like attention and admiration at the detriment of their children. Look at me, how bold and beautiful and brave I am that I'm allowing my son or my daughter to go through gender care because I want to honor their feelings. It's quite nauseating. When Deborah So, the sex therapist and researcher, says 97% of the time, I believe, hey, MG, after the children, if left alone and they go through puberty and young adulthood, they either become homosexual or they get rid of the gender dysphoria completely. That's a staggering statistic. For me, yeah, I did promise that. I'll get right on it. Do I have to do that for everyone or just that one?
No, just one.
Because I just blocked. Okay, thanks.
By the way, Serendipity, can you hear me?
I can.
It's their move.
It's been a rough day on Clubhouse, y'all.
So where are we at with the conversation?
Monica just gave a brief overview explanation of the Karens and the Jezebels. She was saving the Bethanies to review after listening to, she found just a little YouTube short that she's going to play.
Cool.
Yeah, and then we'll open up the conversation. I know we're waiting on a few more people.
Do we want to play it now, or do you want to talk about the first two that we discussed, the Jezebels and the?
You can go, I think you're good to go ahead and play the clip.
All right.
Every person has different speeds that they operate at, right? You catch them on one day, they might react to you a certain way, another day a certain way. But some people do have like defaults, right? So one thing that's happened in the last like 4 years especially is that anytime a white woman's talking, we jump to Karen pretty quick, right? Like there's Karens out there, but then sometimes someone will just have a menu and be like, does this one have gluten? And we're like, Karen! Like that's, it's appropriate when it's appropriate, it's not appropriate when it's not appropriate, right? But for everything there is its opposite, okay? And I think that for us, we do need to start talking about the complete opposite, because we all know this person. We all know the white woman who doesn't want to make a big deal out of anything. We've all met this person. She could literally be on fire. She's like, no, I'm just warm. Like, no. You're in danger, Bethany. Let us help you. You know what I mean? Like, she could call you. She could call you in the middle of a robbery. She's at the bodega. It's getting robbed. bother. Just if you get around to dialing those 3 numbers, it would be really helpful. Every person.
That's it. Short and sweet, huh? Isn't he charming? Like when I tell you, I want to share every skit he does, even the ones that mock Trump and Elon, even the ones that threw shots at Jillian Michaels. Like I don't even care because it's funny. So if it's funny, I can laugh at myself, and we should be able to. And it's healthy. It's healthy. So yeah, that's Josh Johnson. The link of that short is in the Jumbotron. I'm gonna change I'm gonna remove it in a couple minutes. So grab it while you can, because I think we want to do poll serendipity in here, or do we want to advertise it?
We do want to do a poll right now.
Okay.
I love comedians who are able to read the room and do jokes that aren't crossing the line too hard, to where it's to where it could really hurt somebody. I like comedians like that who just, stay on the fence with those.
Sorry, I'm inviting just a couple more people.
Well, I need to know did I oversell Bethany? Because I actually consider myself more Bethany than Karen.
I would say Bethany sounds like the perfect wife. Shit.
I was thinking my wife was Bethany, so
yeah, same here.
Wait, whether she's on fire or not on fire,
the fact that she doesn't make things about herself. If she's literally on fire, she says, "No, it's just a little warm in here." She's not trying to make it about her. She's trying to minimize any type of adverse thing she's going through and not be a nuisance or a nag.
She creates peace in the environment. She's kind of the center point of the peace.
At the expense of her mental health. It's not healthy.
Sometimes. But if you're just kind and quiet and peaceful.
All right, so MG does not like Bethany. Good to know.
MG, it depends if it comes naturally to them or not. If it doesn't, then that would be brutal for them.
No, MG's right though.
That wasn't on my list. I did not think that would.
I just think we all should, advocate for, yourself and speak up and not get walked over. That's not healthy. You should have boundaries. I mean, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say I'm not comfortable.
Well, I mean, I think a Bethany can stand up and go crazy if you fuck with her kids or something that's deeply important to her.
I didn't get that impression.
My Bethany would, for sure. My Bethany would freak the fuck out if the kids were at risk. Or, to protect the kids or her family. But if we only have 2 choices, right? At this point, then the Karen is basically an extrovert and the Bethany is an introvert for the most part. If you're just going to break it down as simple as terms.
High pockets.
Oh, that's a good breakdown.
Oh no, this is John Pockets.
I don't know.
This is my
I
mojo.
do tend to have Bethany characteristics sometimes, though, and I wouldn't consider myself an introvert.
I
thought it break down.
High pockets.
Hey, Kitover.
I thought it break down. So.
That's right. You know the message.
Ricky.
Yeah, right?
It's been a long time.
Are you going to be deep in the muffs tonight, Pockets?
Exercising my Friday night clubhouse time. I've been too exhausted. How are you guys?
What's going on?
Oh, it's nice.
Long time no see.
I've been 2 times.
You want my cash app?
I'm saying.
What's up, bro? Hey, is your wife a Bethany, a Karen, or a
Jezebel.
what's the other one?
There it is.
Oh yeah, Jezebel.
It's in
Yeah.
the chat.
Yeah. She's not a Jezebel.
In the chat.
She's very good like that. She, you know what I realized, and I can only say this here, but it's so true. I began about almost a year ago tracking some things. And what I tracked was there would be these times where we would be doing fine. Everything was going fine. Sex regularly. Everything was going good. And then I'll say we'll be like joking about something, like literal joking. She's laughing, I'm laughing. And I'll say, you're crazy sometimes. And then she will blow up, lose her.
Is he in the Matrix, or is that me?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, he's in the Matrix.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you got to cast those demons out of your home.
His wife's probably strangling him right now.
Yeah, right.
Fucking Bethany, motherfucker.
I'm dying.
That is a trigger. Where do you think you mostly align, Holly? If you had to pick one of these three.
All right, yeah, I've been reading about this while you guys are talking. I think if I had to pick between these three, I think I'd probably have to be Jezebel.
What?
Really?
Yes, because it's saying, I'm going by what Chatty's telling me. It's saying Jezebel, people say turn relationships or attractiveness into leverage. Control through seduction, manipulation, or influence versus Karen is control through authority, rules, or complaining. I don't know, it's tough. I definitely complain a lot. But I also feel like I have a very...
Don't worry.
Yeah, like I uses charm, sexuality, or I don't think I do so much on the sexuality thing, but I'm definitely use like charm and charisma to get what I want. Like highly persuasive, can be jealous, competitive, or undermining towards other women. 100%, I can.
Maybe it's not.
So I think Jezebel's me. Jezebel's me. Yeah.
Jezebel is me. Interesting. I don't identify with none of it. Karen, Jezebel, Bethany. None of it speaks to me.
Well, go ask ChatGPT, because that's how I came to my conclusion. I had to go a little deeper with what Chatty was telling me.
Monica is definitely a Karen.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, Monica's definitely.
No.
Sure.
Karen from 34B.
What is Edie? I don't know.
Let's see.
I'd say Edie's a Bethany. Sorry, Serena.
A Bethany? You think?
I think she's an undercover
No.
Karen.
No, I think she's an undercover Karen too.
An undercover. I don't know what all the ones mean, but I assume Karen. But what is Bethany and Jezebel and?
Bethany is the one. I'm on fire, but I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to be like, oh, it's a little warm, but it's all right.
And what's Jezebel?
The Jezebel is, using your feminine wiles to get what you want.
And a Karen like complains about stuff that doesn't matter.
Well, the Karens they're a little authoritative, and yeah, they're kind of the squeaky wheel.
I think we need more Karens, to be honest with you.
So it says here, the shadow side of a Karen is entitlement, hypocrisy, and self-righteousness. And the shadow side of a Jezebel is manipulation, deceit, and Shut up, dude. What the fuck?
Hello?
Shut the fuck. Deceit and exploitation. See that? Okay, I'm torn, because I might be more of a Karen. I don't know. I'm always Jezebel. Because I'm not deceitful. I don't like that. I think I can be entitled, I can be hypocritical, and I can definitely be self-righteous. So,
But don't you think,
Karen?
I don't know, Holly, don't you think though that like for me, the charisma can kind of be like, you play up the charm with somebody that you don't necessarily care about being charming with?
Dude, you gotta kick this. Yeah, he's distracted.
I know. I'm looking to move him down.
I can't focus on what you said.
Mom, why can't I move him down? Let me go check our room settings. Yeah, Hand raising. Here we go. All right.
Oh shit, ChatGPT saying, want me to make you a self-assessment quiz style checklist? Hell yeah, I do. Yes, let's do it.
Did you ask it about Karen's, Bethany's, and Jezebel's?
I did, yeah, I've been all over it, yeah.
Oh boy.
I bet you were Bethany until you started listening to Pastor Troy Holly.
I know, right? Yeah, he turned me into a Jezebel straight up. I'm gonna like Instagram message that dude and be like, you ruined me. You ruined me.
That sounds like an inside joke. You guys want to share?
Oh, he's because I was rapping one of my favorite like hood songs from back in the day. Street Law by Pastor Troy. That's what he's talking.
Yes, those were the shenanigans that were going on when you originally tried to create the room.
Yeah, you missed it. You missed it, Scarlett. Holly was dropping.
Thugga Holly.
Holly Quisha.
Love it. I love it. So
that goes to, well, the dark side of a Bethany would be what MG said, of the willingness to self-harm for the benefit of the self-sacrifice goes too far, and they're not willing to stand up and tell people. So there's a quote, something, if you don't tell people about your pain, they'll kill you and tell you you enjoyed it. That's significant.
This is pretty rare, wouldn't you say?
the Jezebels? I mean, the Bethanies?
No, yeah. I mean,
Bethanies?
yeah, even women that are quiet kind of know what they like and then what they don't like, don't you think?
No.
No, I think there are some, like I said, I can definitely, I know a few Bethanies in my real life for sure. They're not going to complain. They're not going to make their feelings known. The problem with the Bethanies are that they stuff so much down though all of the time that they're usually the ones that are really, really volatile, and the seemingly like nothing burger is what makes them just absolutely lose their top. And then they regurgitate it all. It all comes out.
That sounds like Asian women a little bit. I mean, not to be stereotypical, but they tend to stuff and explode.
Yeah.
It depends what kind of videos you're watching.
Jesus. Okay. All right. Okay.
Holy cow, stuff and explode.
Oh boy. Did you guys hear my story about tracking my wife, or did I completely cut out?
You completely cut out.
Good. Well, okay, so we were having these, I've known this woman for 20 years, since she was 16 and I was probably 18 maybe. And so all these years, but particularly recently, we got the kids now, we got the house, blah, 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 the same shit that happens with everybody. And, I would notice we would be doing really well. Regular sex, scheduling sex, by the way, is the greatest thing that ever happened to me. It's Wednesdays and Saturdays, and when we're doing poorly, it's just Wednesdays. But anyway, we would be doing great. We would have, we'd be talking, calling each other during the day if I had to. And it has nothing to do with her. I just don't want to talk to anybody while I'm working. But anyway, it was going really well. And then we would be hanging out, making a joke, and I would say something like, "Oh my goodness, you're crazy." Like if she did something, but in a joking way, and something like that would just blow up. What do you mean I'm crazy? Why do you have to do this? And then storm off and this and that, and then not speak for 3 days. And this is like a pattern. And so when it happened about a year ago, I just happened to like go up to the bathroom, and in the waste bin, I saw something. So I began to, whenever this would happen, I would take pictures with a timestamp on them because I was looking to see if there was some kind of pattern. And oh my goodness, 1 year later, within a 4-day period, I can track when these blowups are going to happen and when the insanity is going to occur, which is interesting, right? But what does Ricky do? Fucking stupid Ricky. He goes, and during the last argument, he goes and tells her about it and then breaks out the pictures and begins to show her like some sort of idiotic cop from a movie. And that's when the real blow up occurred. What? You're wasting your time. It was really bad. Really bad. We're over it now, but now I don't know even what got into me to do that. So that's my story.
You were proud Sherlock. You cracked the case.
100%, Monica. I was proud. I thought that this was going to do it. This was going to show her that she is irrational and she is doing this and it's not me and I'm treating her just fine and everything else. You hit it on the head, Monica. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong.
Okay, so that brings me to my next question. There's a poll at the top of the room. What archetype do you see most on the app? I have an interesting perspective on this. I think ladies are at narrowing down these archetypes on other ladies than men are. What say you?
Ladies are better at what?
Since we voted the same, Serendipity,
Right.
you know, I laughed so hard.
I know. I think that ladies are better at recognizing Karens, Jezebels, and Bethanies than men are.
Oh, yeah.
Historically.
100%.
Yeah.
Of course.
You're not blinded by your dick.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
We'll give every effort to give the benefit of the doubt as long as that thing's a good.
Right. So the options on the poll, for those of you that can't actually see the poll, if you haven't updated or whatever, is which archetype do you see most on the app? There's Karen, Jezebel, and Bethany. And right now we're at 58% Karen, 43% Jezebel, and no Bethanies.
I definitely see the Karens, the cunning, calculated, the insincere. You know, I mean, I guess we can see it better than men, but I definitely see Karens the most on this app for sure.
Do you see? I see a lot of women that I don't think guys realize how manipulative women can be. And I see a lot of women, they kind of play into a man's natural proclivity to be a little bit protective, and they use those feminine wiles to, you know, oh, I'm just a sweet little innocent victim.
It starts at the PT.
Because I talk softly and sweet, and I come across very unassuming.
Yes.
But this is completely calculated.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I see it too.
I find women to be extremely manipulative. They love to use, you know, oh, I had a bad relationship. You know, I had X, Y, or Z going on, and they use it to kind of garner like an empathy from the guys. So Jezebel's definitely my vote.
But I think that we're missing. It's because guys don't care. They just care, is this woman paying attention to me or not? He doesn't care what she's doing. He's actually. That's all he cares.
Right.
That's so sad.
It starts at the PTR. Like, honestly,
That's true.
pull to refresh. Now tell me people are going to pay attention to me because of what I say. Like, really? When they do boobs and butt shots, that they're like, pay attention. And then also listen. Are they manipulative? do they use people? I'm sorry, I interrupted serendipity too.
It was the Cracker Barrel logo that got it.
I don't know, guys. What do you think? I'm particularly interested to hear from the guys on this one.
Yeah, I'd
I
say
think we're
mostly,
simple creatures.
Yeah.
Very simple.
yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, you got a lot of those Karens in Bethany's clothing, man. Throw a lot of guys off, but like Ricky said, it's because we're thinking with our dicks most of the time. It's ugly chicks. I don't think get away with that. Get away with that.
Not as much. But even ugly chicks still garner at least a 20% higher, 20% higher empathy level from men than another man would, even ugly chicks.
Yeah, they literally fuck them because they feel bad for them. It's really sad.
It's a gift, okay? Don't fucking ruin it.
It's charity. It's charity, man.
Riddle me this: how do you fall for like a fake PTR? Like, how do these people even have their real picture? It's a woman.
Guys, if you had a penis MG, you'd understand.
You'd understand.
I had someone call my AI picture beautiful, like my cartoon. I was like, bro, we're so disconnected. Like,
Is that Pockets I hear?
That is Pockets. The one and only.
what's up, Dr. Responsible? I haven't heard your chaos moment.
Oh, how dare
I missed it, man.
Good to hear. Yeah, I wish I had time. We had so much good chaos in the past.
We were Bethany's, bro. We were full on Bethany's.
No.
Would be on fire. Hold on. Floor would be on fire. The rooms would be chaos, and we'd just be sitting there, bro. Like, yeah, we did this shit. This is a win. We were Bethany's. 100.
Well, some of Dr. Responsible's chaos
And to me, what a Bethany is.
was fun for him and less fun for me.
It was very fun for me.
Can someone explain to me what is a Bethany?
Yes, Adrian. A Bethany would be the self-deprecating, woman who, I'm on fire, but I'm not going to really complain about it. I'm just going to say, maybe it's a little warm in here. Or I think the example Monica used earlier was, somebody's breaking into your house in the middle of the night, and you pick up the phone and you call your friend and you're like, well, never mind. I mean, I don't really want to bother you. Well, I'll just talk to you later. I'll deal with it. That's your Bethany.
Is there enough people here that are interested in the Josh Johnson skit? Because it's not very long.
Yeah, play it again, Mom.
Serendipity.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a Bethany, dude. That sucks.
I don't think I've ever met a woman like that in my life.
Every person has different speeds that they operate at, right? You catch them on one day, they might react to a certain way, another day a certain way. But some people do have like defaults, right? So one thing that's happened in the last like 4 years especially is that anytime a white woman's talking, we jump to Karen pretty quick, right? Like, there's Karens out there, but then sometimes someone will just have a menu and be like, does this one have gluten? And we're like, Karen! Like, that's... It's appropriate when it's appropriate, it's not appropriate when it's not appropriate, right? But for everything, there is its opposite, okay? And I think that for us, we do need to start talking about the complete opposite, because we all know this person. We all know the white woman who doesn't want to make a big deal out of anything. We've all met this person. She could literally be on fire. And she's like, y'all, I'm just warm. Like, no. You're in danger, Bethany. Let us help you. You know what I mean? Like, she could call you. She could call you in the middle of a robbery. She's at the bodega. It's getting robbed right now. And she calling you being like, oh, no, I don't want to bother her. Just if you get around to dialing those, like, 3 numbers, it would be really helpful. Every person.
That is from a larger skit called The Body in the Backyard. And it's such a good bit. He is so skilled. But that's Bethany.
I think us Bethany's, my bad.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think us Bethany's are just so fucking desensitized to all the shit that's happening that we're just now just like numb. You know, I could see, you know, a plane crash down the road and I'd be like, fuck. Oh, gotta go to work. You know, it's just shit like that where I'm just like, damn, dude. I feel like it's just desensitized. You know, we just have, what are we gonna do type of.
So, Adrian, given that explanation, which archetypes do you tend to see more on Clubhouse? The Karens, the Jezebels, or the Bethanies?
The Karen Bells. That's what I tend to say. The Karen Bells.
Karen Bells.
Yeah. That's what I tend to see. Just a mixture of both. Not so much the Bethany.
You know, one thing that we haven't unpacked is how we as women can be victims of the Karens, Jezebels, and Bethanies. Like they play on men's top, but they play, you know, on us too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, especially on this app. I think it's just widespread.
Now, if you asked me what that question that you asked Adrian. Yeah, if you asked me the same question that you asked Adrian, what do you see most on this app? I wouldn't have answered. I would have answered your question with another question. Which side? The dark side or the light side or the regular side?
Oh man, here we go. Open that can of worms. Ricky.
I didn't know if we were just going to do gender, if we were going to do race, but I got some stuff to say, you know? This could get long, so you guys talk, but, you know, at some point, I have some unloading to do.
I know.
Why don't you share about
spending his time?
Right. Why don't you share about 2 or 3 minutes of your adventures on the dark side, and then we'll bring it back, and then we'll do another dive in a little while. And
Nice. Like, what do they call that when comedians do that in Vegas? They do, where they come back and they stay there and they do a little bit more. Anyway.
we'll circle back.
Yeah, we'll circle back. So everybody knows my my exploits on this app, and I like talking to black people. I'm going to admit it right now. I like talking to black people and progressives and liberals, and then coming back to see you guys, you know, normal people, mostly normal. So I spend a lot of time over there. Even sometimes I'm just listening. And then, you know, it gets far enough where I have to jump off and come on stage. But you know my situation, but my wife, who has always been completely opposed to even discussing this issue. She works in New York City. She's had some interesting experiences, but she's been totally opposed to talking about it. She does not believe anything I do. She does not think anything I do. And I'll make it clear, I don't think that there's any kind of mental or like physical difference between groups of people. They're just people. But she went on a flight with Spirit Air with my kids without me for the first time in their lives. And she is like 92% made of black women. And she called me crying, finally, after a 4-hour flight, getting the plane stopped, this and that. And she goes, oh my God, Ricky, they're all right. These women are out of their minds. They're a different group of people. They were so nasty the entire time. They treated us like shit. They yelled at our kids every single time. It was a bad situation, too, because everybody was missing their flights and everything else. And so she's going to tell me when I pick her up tomorrow exactly what happened, and I'll let you guys know. But this is not black people. This is, unfortunately, black women are quite a problem. And that's why I want to take away their rights to vote. Thank you. I'm complete.
What is happening?
I want to take away your rights to vote, too. Not as a person.
We're scratching that.
Yeah. That was.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that was just a diatribe. I don't know what that was. Shout out to Spirit Airlines though, Holly. I'm sorry.
No, dude. Spirit is absolutely anti-white. I've been saying that for years.
Really?
Yes, I've been saying that for years. It's a great place to experience racism as a white person.
Oh, they treated me like gold, bro. Yeah, I love Spirit. I use it every time. I'm definitely blonde hair, blue eyed. I'm like a prodigy for that.
That's just a female M&M. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you said that, Holly. Yo. I never flew on Spirit before.
So many times. I've flown.
I never had one crash.
She said, I can't believe the experience of racism. I've never felt anything like that before. And she's not like overboard. Go ahead.
That Spirit Airlines ever had like a fatal crash? Like American?
Well, they don't let them fly the planes. They just let them open the cans of ginger ale,
Oh my god.
But seriously, I can't, Holly, I'm going to find out all about it from her.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
We could discuss the reasons for hours. It doesn't mean they're bad people, but culturally, there's some problems there.
Well, airlines in general, you know, the flight attendants and the check-in people, you know, they haven't been happy. It's like a known thing in the airline. You know, there's been a lot of mergers and so the employee satisfaction has really gone down the tube. So I think that's kind of being projected a bit onto the guests.
The articles that I'm Holly are articles of black people being kicked off the plane.
You're searching right now. You should look.
I see articles of 7 African Americans were kicked off of Spirit Airlines because of some dude that was talking some shit. So they talked some shit back, and those people got kicked.
I mean, that's not a surprise, but did you find any?
No, I'm looking.
Wait, what are you looking for? Articles about white people getting kicked off?
Yeah, I looked for a Spirit Airlines anti-white, and it showed me an article of black people getting kicked off the airline.
Yeah, you're not going to find anything because you got to look in Reddit and you got to look on like the Instagram, whatever that new thing is, because that stuff is not going to be articles. Nobody cares about white people getting kicked off the plane. That doesn't sell. Like nobody's going to click on that.
You might be able to go to like page 11 of Google.
That's a lot of people who click on stuff like that.
Well, it's not going to pull up in the Google search, really.
Y'all remember that white guy that was on the plane that had the Burger King crown on?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because that works with the narrative.
Absolutely was clicking on that shit.
I give points to Reddit, though, because Reddit almost crashed the stock market with GameStop. So I give props to the Reddit community. They got some power. There's some stuff on Reddit that, you definitely won't see on Google or ChatGPT. So I'll give some props to Reddit.
Dude, you can't find it anywhere. Reddit is amazing.
Oh, speaking of Reddit, there's a lot of Jezebels that's on this app that is on Reddit, busting it wide open. I ain't gonna say
How the fuck do you know that?
Because I saw them.
So given your experience on one side, Ricky, what's your experience on the other side?
On my side, I have had nothing but, normal to good experience with black men in my life, like not in the homosexual way, but you know what I'm saying. Except like in the beginning, there was some, because I grew up in a almost all black neighborhood. That was a little tough for the first year or two, but once we had the fights and we played sports together and bloodied each other up, it became really good friends. So I've had very good experience with black men and black women. I've also had some very good experiences.
I meant the women.
Well, I think I've had very good experiences with black women, but there's this thing that happens where there's sort of a like, I'm going to be good, daddy type of thing that goes on. And I'm sure they wouldn't admit it, but the men in the room can tell you a white guy with a black girl is a different dynamic than it would be black guy with a black girl, unless he's really got it going on. Because they just kind of, I don't know, my experience has been they've been prim and proper and not want to do anything wrong, and they've been very, very good to me.
This is how I know you bullshitting, bro, because just a few minutes ago you said we all the same. We just all be. We are not different. No minds, no nothing.
I just wanted to take away your vote. I know you guys have minds. I love your minds. It's a voting thing. That's all. It's nothing to do with you. And if you were as intelligent as a man, you would be able to put that shit down deep down in your soul and forget about it and think what's good for the country, which is women not voting.
I feel like you got many personalities.
This is just a prime example of how men are just terrible at examining the intentions of a woman.
Have you ever seen the movie Split? Serendipity? You ever seen that movie Split?
Yeah, it's an amazing movie.
Yeah, that's you, bro. That's men.
Hey, why? Why are you saying that? You think that too, Sig?
No, I'm just laughing because Pockets is funny as shit, man.
Totally nuts. Totally nuts.
It's a great movie. You think I'm like that, but my 90% of my personality is the same as we always are together. But 10% of my personality wants to take away the 19th Amendment. That doesn't mean I'm split. It just means I have like one thing that I want to do that maybe you don't like.
Maybe it's just your train of thought. I feel like you go from like A to Q sometimes, and I just miss a bunch of shit. But I feel like you say things, and then you go out the light, and then someone else grabs the light, and they say something completely opposite of what you said earlier. Stupid. Yeah, and then you're like, "What did I say? I didn't say that."
It's supposed to be in the light. You got the
light. You're like fucking Hedwig, dude.
That is a great movie.
Like fucking with Drake, bro.
If you haven't seen the movie Split, it is one of the best acting performances I've ever seen, and it's a fantastic movie.
But it's a trilogy, though. You got to see Unbreakable, and then Split, and then Glass, which is it's hard.
Ooh, I didn't see Glass.
Yeah, Unbreakable is the entire train wreck, and with Split, his father was the one who died on that train wreck. James McAvoy, that's his name. His father died on that train wreck in Unbreakable. He was one of the victims. They're all connected, bro. With what's his name, bro? The one in the wheelchair.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes, I'm so sorry, Samuel L. Jackson. Mr. Glass, so thank you so much. He orchestrated all of it. He wanted to make them superheroes. That's what Glass is. You gotta see Glass. They all meet up, all of them, all three of them. Bruce Willis, James McAvoy, I think is his name, and that's it.
I will. I'll watch it tonight. Well, my family isn't here yet.
But when it comes to like Karens, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Buckets.
I was just saying, when it comes to like Karens, aren't there like different spectrums of Karens? Like, I feel like there's Karens who really call that manager and get shit done. And there's Karens that are just like, you're walking your dog, you're a threat to my life. I feel like there's like all a different spectrum with the Karen cult.
Do you? What about on Clubhouse? Do you see a lot of Karens on Clubhouse?
I see pick-me's on Clubhouse. I see pick-me Karens on Clubhouse. Where they're like saying shit to be like, I'm for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're not.
I see a lot of those too.
I used to be that girl.
Is that baby Monica? Hey, baby Monica.
Yeah, blame me. Oh my
God. All these little babies. I saw a baby marketing campaign.
Everything that I
baby Monica. I saw a news article about these babies.
I had that mindset, and I don't know, it made me even more ignorant to the truth of what's really going on. But yeah, I did that.
Did you say that I fixed you as a doctor?
Absolutely not. No, you were part of my worst experience on Clubhouse.
Truth is painful.
No, you and those extreme conservatives, man, fucked me up, dude. Like, you guys just ignore all history, bro. All the time. Like, you guys just say, that didn't happen. We the best. Like, we scream over here. Yeah, like, y'all just, some, are I think all radical political sides are delusional. Every single one is like an extremist of each side. And you want.
I'm not one of them.
You are one of them.
I don't believe that history didn't happen. I talk about it all the time. It happened. It affects people. There's post-traumatic slave syndrome, possibly, and it affects people. You got to delineate between your radicals. Okay.
Right.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think you guys have to be careful because, you know, I've seen some guys behave in some pretty radically egregious ways towards each other. But the most devious people that I have seen on this app, the most dangerous people that I have seen on the app have been the females. 100%. They get away with it because they're female, because they're unassuming and sweet and soft-spoken, and they have a pretty PTR. And, you know, I mean, I've seen a female go to the extreme of creating a burner account in another guy's name to make fake back channel messages to implicate him in some egregious behavior that was completely untrue.
Inappropriate sexual advances.
Inappropriate. For sure.
I believe it 100%.
The ones she's talking about, like, those ones she's talking about be doing shit like constantly disrespecting men, interrupting